All right. Last we left off, you guys had all... Hold on. There is an echo. 1 second.
I would like to know. Well, am I allowed to talk about creature?
No.
How about now? Is that better?
I don't know. Is it better?
I don't hear anything coming from
All right.
anybody else's microphone, so.
All right. Last you all left off, you went on a expedition to reclaim some salvage from a long lost ship that had been resighted, stranded on a coral reef, or what you thought to be a coral reef of some kind. Sorry. You got there and you discovered it was it had some like spirit ghost things on board, ghasts, not the kind from Minecraft. And then below deck there was a guy controlling spiders, a weird druid dude.
Yes.
But you managed to convince him to be your friend. It's occurring to me that it might be a female and not a male. I have no idea.
Anyway.
It's an orc photo, so it's very hard to tell.
Now that's just racist.
They, them, the orc. They, them, the orc joined you on the ship, at least temporarily. They're getting a ride back to Saltmarsh. You guys managed to claim 2 crates of salvage, one of which has a symbol on it that was vaguely familiar to you all, but none of you can remember where it's from. On the way back, you stopped by a small island and had fun digging up loads of mimics and finding a couple of regular chests too with some loot. You also, I don't remember which one of you, but one of you also got a pet. Did I give you
Yeah, it was late.
Did I give you your pet?
Yes, Mimic Pete.
And one of them triggered the super mimic.
So do you have access to that mimic? Are you able to put it on the field if you want to?
I don't think I can put it on the field because I need players need permissions for that, but you can put it on the field and I'll be able to control it.
Okay, hold on.
Do things with it. Horrible things.
Unspeakable.
Feed it fish you've already collected.
He's right it's next to Oceanus by the table.
Okey-doke.
There's your doggo. Enjoy. Now you're all headed back to Saltmarsh. There won't be any checks because you're close enough to get there. However, you all did level up last game. Do you all need me to do things regarding your level up, or did you all do that yourself already?
Let me check.
I am in fact a fighter level 5.
I'm looking over, and it looks like you're all level 5. Did someone do Oceanus? Oh my God, someone did. Thank you, Meeper. That's excellent. All right, great. Yeah, you shove off from the island with the mimics and head for home. As you shove off, however, Selrak, you feel a burning, excruciating, awful pain in your chest. You are knocked prone. There is no save. You all witness this. Anything you're holding, Selrak, it's dropped or flung or whatever.
Hot. I just
moved
on my
2
chest
guns
a
to
little.
figure out what the fuck is wrong.
There is smoke emanating from his chest and an audible sizzle.
Oh Lord, I hope he's not pregnant too.
This would be a much weirder type of pregnancy if he was. Fucking smoke and a sizzle. Anyway, yep, you're in excruciating agony right now.
If I'm not knocked prone from it, then I won't be able to move, and Letty jump to figure out what's wrong with me, and I'll let her.
You'd probably be screaming your head off.
Yeah. I just keep repeating hot.
Where did I put the other the other little asshole. Have I still not made one for your
No.
for your follower?
No, roll out somewhere. He's eating with the crew currently.
Is he really like? Is he on the field? Like, does he have a token?
His token's probably in the kitchen.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to immediately cast Lesser Restoration on Salrak. I don't know if it'll help, but it seems like a good place to start.
Salrak, you feel slightly better for a moment, but it goes away pretty quickly. There's still just a sizzle. You also now, Salrak, you begin to feel pressure on your shoulder blades.
Okay.
All right.
Not fixed.
I
More help,
see.
please.
Do you know what is wrong with you?
Are you going to examine him or look at his chest?
Yeah, I mean, I assume he's wearing like heavy armor, so it's hard for me to tell.
Nah, you can peel back.
No,
Like,
especially during like an eating time, I'd be wearing like I think I have a set of like fine clothes on me that I'm probably wearing.
the picture
Sure.
shows plate, but he doesn't wear plate. He wears like chainmail or something like that. You
Yeah.
could definitely peel back his.
Yeah, I'll look him
His
over and
collar.
see what the fuck is going on.
Make me a. Well, I'll tell you right now. You see a symbol of some kind on his chest, but make me either a medicine or an arcane check. Damn! Holy hell!
She is a good doctor.
En passant.
Good doctor, right? Yeah, you recognize this immediately. It is a dragon's mark. You was that a medicine check or an arcane check? It was medicine, right? You don't fully understand the magics involved with it, but you do know from your medical training that they are given / gifted to individuals by dragons, and they are intended to either bestow gifts and or bestow curses of some kind. You can infer that at some point Selrak was marked by a dragon.
Let's see. Salrak, have you found yourself either in the ire of graces of any dragons recently?
Define recently.
Recently
Short
enough.
answer, yes.
Okay. Is it ire or graces?
It's gonna be higher, probably, definitely.
Okay.
You feel pressure applying it to the back of your armor. You get an urge. You probably should maybe take it off.
I will do just that.
All right.
Just kind of
From your perspective, Lede, it's like when a guy's got to do a real me number 2, so he takes his shirt off. So Slarak's on the ground panting, so he's pulling off his shirt.
I see. Does anyone here have Dispel Curse?
Are there windows in this room?
Yeah, there are. I didn't set them up, but there are.
Can I will try and make my way to the window over here, and then just sticking my head out of the window, I will just repeatedly cast Firebolt from the mouth as I try and get the hot out of me.
Interesting approach.
Just straight into the ocean.
You do that. It doesn't have much effect, though, to be honest. The sizzle gets louder to everyone else, but now, since Selrak's facing that way and you're on the other side, you can see some sort of strange, almost alien thing pressing from the inside of his body around his shoulder blades. It's similar to like imagine like an alien, like a xenomorph, but it's not a it's not a baby, I promise. but it's like that, it's pressing from the inside.
I see. fuck?
Yeah, you should all be freaking out. This should be terrifying. This is happening in the dining room.
Well, let's get a little triage going.
Sorry, I'm
Captain
trying.
Longtail's gonna wake up briefly from her blackout drunkenness and look over and be like, "He needs some milk."
Trying to
All right.
figure out how many spells Cole can have prepared, and how to import the, and so I can import the full Bard spell list and prepare them as needed.
All
I
right.
believe bards are like sorcerers in that they learn spells, and it's a set amount of spells per level.
As Celerak is like panicking for his life right now, you're just in the corner reading, you're just reading a book.
No, Cole is sufficiently freaking out. I'm just not RPing it because I'm very confused about what the fuck is going on with my character sheet.
No, it's antidote, not antidote.
Splooge, fucking ripping free from your shoulder blades, sprouts 2 small wings. The pain in your chest begins to subside. The burning slowly fades away. The mark still visible in there.
Is that gonna happen often?
I think spitting helped.
I see. Well, you have tiny wings now.
Oh, excellent.
They're too small for you to reasonably be able to fly with. I'm going to say that right now.
Correct.
But yeah, you got 2 little itty bitty wings.
Well, if they prove to be accursed or problematic or whatnot, you can let me know and I will excise them. But if not, let me know if the pain subsists.
Am I feeling any pain anymore?
Nope.
No, I think I'm good.
All right.
Every once in a while, you go to like take a step or move an arm or something, and you accidentally, because you have new limbs essentially, extra limbs. You just randomly will just flex one of the wings and you don't mean to, and smack it into something or smack someone with it.
I just kind of sit back down, just kind of tired from having to go through that. Oh,
This was all pre-planned, by the way, with Charles when we originally came up with Charles' character, just so everyone knows.
When I tell this story to my daughter, I'm gonna let her know that I was traveling with a dragon instead of a kobold. I hope that's all right.
Looks at Dragonborn.
Cole, make me a Constitution saving throw.
I mean a full-on dragon. Like, oh, it turns out it was a green dragon, not just a kobold. He polymorphed himself.
close enough.
I mean,
I feel the story will be much better.
No, obviously I know that's not really the case. It was more of a, embellishing the truths to entertain my family once I return home.
You puke a little bit in your mouth, but you manage to keep it down.
That's just normal bird stuff.
All right. Do y'all have anything you want to do on the remainder of the couple-hour voyage to get back to Saltmarsh? Or
Well, I'm gonna show my wings to Roliot.
oh, okay. He immediately goes to show off.
Exactly.
Cole's gonna give everybody a very what's the word, flamboyant bow with his feathery arm, and he's going to abscond back upstairs to the crow's nest, where he's gonna just kind of start playing music and keeping an eye out.
Hey, boss! Gee, what are those things on your back?
Roliot, it's finally working. The horde is working. I will become a great dragon soon. The wings flex occasionally from excitement more than anything.
Like literally, I get the horde and I get the gold, but you're gonna be a dragon, like an actual dragon?
Yes. Look at my wings.
He sees the wings.
I'm going to be a dragon. Dragons have wings.
Right.
Dragons have breath weapon
Right.
and a horde. I just need a bigger horde and I'll become a bigger dragon.
A real dragon?
Yes.
And we're gonna cut while that carries on. We'll cut back to the others.
Turns out they're just tumors.
Yeah.
Tumors that are shaped like wings.
People
Yeah.
get tumors shaped like people get tumors with teeth and hair
Yeah.
and all kinds of shit on them.
Yeah.
I imagine. I almost said imagine dragons. I would like to think that dragons, if they get a tumor, it would have like draconic things like claws and wings and shit.
All right. What's everyone else doing, if anything? What's Lady? What are you doing?
Guess.
Oh, I see you. You're fucking fishing. Roll me a D100, please.
Yeah.
You get something on the hook, and you can see it in the water. It's got a lot of cool colors and stuff. Make me a strength saving throw.
Can I if I'm up on the crow's nest observing everything, can I give her bardic inspiration?
No, not on this.
Like cheer her on. You got this, Miss Letty. I believe in you.
Jesus, she got a good roll anyway. All right, you heave up and you manage to pull this elaborate Gyarados-looking thing onto the ship. I now have to go look up the names of cool-looking fish.
It's an oarfish.
You heave onto the deck oh, come on, just tell me the name of the fish. Don't go through all this bullshit. No.
A banana eel.
You pull up the same type of fish as Dory, except it's like 5 feet across.
Ooh, a really big sturgeon fish.
It's not a sturgeon. No, Dory is not a sturgeon.
Or not sturgeon, surgeon fish, sorry.
I don't know about the sturgeon, but I know she's definitely not a sturgeon.
Miss Letty.
Sturgeons are native to where we are.
Miss Letty, you don't catch and release, do you? Because that's dinner for the whole crew.
She catches and then catalogs.
Yeah.
Puts it in a book.
Do you release it once you've written down about it? Or does she literally, like, magically insert it into a book?
If you're looking at her right now, you'll get to see it if she just chooses to describe it to you.
Yes, I just take the book, put it on the ground, and kind of put the fish on it and just slam. No matter how big the fish is, it goes in there. It's like Doodle Bob.
I don't suppose you could try to catch something for us to eat tonight, so we don't go through the rations.
Anything that isn't interesting usually goes to being eaten, and if not,
you
it's
catch
in the back of the ocean.
Yeah, you catch a couple other like random whenever you do fish, you can assume you get a couple genaries,
like-
you know.
Part of the part of my background is literally like you can catch enough fish for a crew if you fish throughout the day.
You ever catch a saltwater tuna? Often mistaken for
I have.
swordfish.
I have. It hasn't been since I've gotten my book.
Absolutely delicious. Probably my favorite fish in the whole world.
You just made me wonder something. I'm looking it up really quick. Okay, yeah, the Azure Sea is saltwater. I was curious if it was fresh because it's a sea, it's not an ocean. So I was wondering if it was saltwater or.
Are there freshwater seas?
No, a sea has to be saltwater.
Isn't the Dead Sea clean water?
The
Or
Dead
not
Sea,
clean water, but it's not
the Dead
saltwater.
Sea is called the Dead Sea because it is so salty that nothing can survive there.
Okay, well, I don't know anything. All right. Anybody else doing anything else until we get back? Zane, what are you doing?
I'm in my room with my dog then. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Hold on.
Asking if the
Making sure we
Dead
don't
Sea
crash
is
into
fresh
anything.
water. That's insane. That's crazy work.
Well, I know a lot of random little tidbits of information, but I don't know everything.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just like
Illichi.
it just startled me. That's all. If that makes sense.
All right, we're gonna cut to Saltmarsh then. I'm actually gonna skip the Saltmarsh map, go straight to Prime Water Estate.
When we get off the ship, does the orc person just bolt? Or are they gonna accompany us back to Mr. Primewater's mansion?
The orc lady?
Yeah.
Is she your prisoner?
No. We took her with us. She said, "Hey, you can find your freedom."
She hitched a ride, but she's leaving.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying, is she gonna run off immediately, or is she gonna stick with us until we get to the mansion?
She's not gonna run, but when you get to the dock, she's gonna walk onto the docks and then walk up the docks and then head into town, and you probably won't see her again.
All right. Well, it was
Yes,
lovely.
I mean,
I am falling anvil.
if you're wanting to do something with her, you should try it now.
No.
Y'all,
It was
okay.
more, I was just seeing if there was a plan for her, but well, it was lovely to meet you, miss. Enjoy your freedom, not stranded at sea.
The plan was you guys were gonna kill this bitch, and then you would get the cool loot that she has, but no one wanted to kill her, so you don't get the cool loot anymore.
This is fine.
Until she runs into creature.
There it is. I was really having a hard time finding this. There we go. Everyone go to Prime Water Mansion.
Yay, we're here again.
This is where you left the tentacles.
This is where I what?
Maybe this is where you left the tentacles.
Are they here? Do you see them?
No, it would be fucking funny though.
That would blow my fucking mind if they were just here on this scene.
Good morning, Mr.
Is it-
Primewater. And I can't remember the Leonin lady's name.
Kala.
Akala. Or is it Kala or Akala?
Kala.
Kala. Good morning, Miss Kala and Mr. Primewater.
It's mid-afternoon.
Well, it's morning to us. You know how time is out on the ocean.
No,
The same.
We have boat lag. Anyways,
he kind of dead eyes you and with his lips moves his cigar from one side of his mouth to the other side and does a long drag on it.
well, if you head on out to the Heart's Content out there, you'll find a hearty supply of whatever it was that was out on that ship.
Oh, did you not bring the crates here?
Oh, did we? Oh, I imagine that's something for like Mr.
I probably should have
Primewater.
communicated it.
I figured that was
you
something
guys-
for Primewater and his dudes to handle.
You guys, honestly, this is on me. Longtail would have been like, there's dollies on the dock, and there are like little, like carts with wheels on them, and you would have used the winch to lift up the two crates
fair
and loaded
enough.
them up, and you can wheel them here.
I'd assume our little goblin idiots would do it.
Our minions.
They load it for you, but then they go back to the ship.
How many crates were there in total? So I know
2.
okay. There are only 2 crates? Damn.
2, well, very large crates though.
Here you go, Mr. Primewater. 2 whopping crates of
8 foot by 8 foot crates.
2 whopping crates of miscellaneous whatever. We didn't open it, so we don't know. But here you go.
I love me a present. And he's gonna strain himself out of his chair and eventually somehow manage to heave himself up from it. And he's gonna approach to examine these crates.
There's also more spiders than I have ever seen in my entire life combined in one spot. So, we're never going back to that ship. Wait, did we burn it down? I seem to remember something about burning the ship down. Yeah. Right, so there's probably
You didn't burn it down. Fucking a kraken came and tore it down. And then as you sailed away, you saw an epic battle between an armada of skeleton ships fighting a giant kraken.
Oh yeah, that was pretty sweet.
You got to see Tibia and Fivia, the twins.
Fucking Cole is writing them down in his song, writing that shit down in his like song journal. Like, this is going to be a fantastic tale.
Tibia and Fivia are like the Team Rocket of this universe. Anyway,
if you
he's
need
gonna
someone to do a flawless James voice, I'm your man.
He's gonna walk up and start to like look at the crates. However, someone else, you hear from the entryway, the doors get sort of get not like blown off the hinges, but like kicked inward. Like they're like with a very loud bang, they're opened. And let me find this guy that I made forever ago, but he exists somewhere. Is it you? Are you the guy? No, you're the other dude. Where are you at? I'm looking for this guy. Hold on.
I know everybody here has seen my cat, but would you like to see my cat again while we wait? She decided to join me.
Yes.
That's not the thing I meant to do. Come here, baby. There we go.
That is a
Aw.
good cat.
Her tummy is healed, so now she doesn't have that bald spot anymore.
I was about to say she's so small, but then I remembered what normal cats look like.
Meeper, what's that faction from 3.5 that wears red and they're racists and
She is
stuff?
The Fae?
Yeah, the Fae. Dude, she is
With
not
a
small.
TH?
She is.
Ghay.
Thank you. There we go. Okay. I didn't homebrew this, by the way. This is in the game. This is Saltmarsh. In walks a small group of soldiers, and they are flanking what appears to be some sort of nobleman. He walks up. 1 second here.
By the way, the Fae have been around since long before 3.5.
They, them.
It's pretty funny.
They've been around since 3.14e.
I don't know if you're joking or not. That sounded like a goof.
What is 3.14 shorthand for?
Pie.
Oh,
There you go.
I see what you did there.
Did I tell you guys that I'm finally getting an actual bed to sleep in once we move to this new place?
Nice.
I've been
What are you sleeping currently?
I've been sleeping in a reclining chair for the last year.
Oh my god.
Yeah, since I broke my knee.
That's rough, buddy.
Yep.
What's the region that 3.5 took place in? And it's across the water from on the Azure Sea. It's on the far east side.
Greyhawk?
Thank you.
Greyhawk is its own setting on a different world.
Well, Saltmarsh brings it into this. A lot of the Saltmarsh content, if you didn't know, is from 3.5.
I know,
And Greyhawk
but...
is a part of it.
So, well, Greyhawk is on an entirely different planet called Earth, but spelled with an O.
I understand all of that. This isn't homebrew. This is what they did. Bitch to them.
I'm just expressing my confusion. That's all. Wizards of the Coast, that's some weird decisions. Okay, whatever.
Look, I'll show you the map.
No,
if
I
you want
believe
as
you.
well.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you. It's fucking weird. That's all.
Yeah, on the far east side, across the so Saltmarsh is on the eastern edge of the Forgotten Realms. North of it, a ways, is Waterdeep. If you go east across the sea, you get to the thing you just said.
It'd be like if Wizards of the Coast suddenly decided Baldur's Gate is in Eberron.
You don't know. They might do that someday.
I would love. Side note: I would love a D&D game in the style of Baldur's Gate, set in Eberron. That would kick ass.
Okay.
That would be cool.
Oh my god! Imagine Warforged. Imagine how fucking sick Warforged would be in Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah.
There is one.
There's a single Warforged, but it's not a playable class.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a token for a noble woman, but I'm not finding any at all.
Oh, just pick some white bitch.
Wait, you're not talking about the automaton dude on top of what's her name's tower, are you?
Yeah, isn't that a Warforged?
No, he's not
I
a
think it's
Warforged. He's just he's a construct that the wizard lady who lived there used to recite poetry to her.
Yes, and hug her.
Yeah.
You should retcon it. You should retcon it to be an auto gnome for fun.
It was the hug bot.
Not finding any fucking, even just like regular, I want a human girl. That's all I want, and I can't find it. There's just nothing.
Can't type in.
I feel like a lot of my shit's missing.
Type in humangirl.png on Google.
No, I'm talking about in
I know.
Foundry.
I know. I'm just
I don't know
saying.
why this is doing this. I'm very confused right now. I think plutonium's not working or something. No, it is. I'm just very confused now.
Man, I'm hungry.
Okay, I got it. We're going with this. Okay. In walks this woman with guards surrounding her. I'm just getting her name correct. 1 second. Didn't I have like the racist guy show up at some point already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, where's it? I feel like my thing is broken. I really do, because I'm telling you, I'm missing loads of shit. Like making a new character on the spot, but I shouldn't have to. One second, let me check something.
I gotta make a phone call. I'll be right back.
Okay, this is the same lady that showed up that one time. Let's just say that, okay?
Okay.
Everyone cool with that?
Tommy's making a phone
Okay.
call though.
I will wait for Tommy to get back.
I have returned. I am now a ancient vampire. This is the voice I will give Strahd Vanzarovich. I will make him a zoomer. He will have a zoomer humor. He will talk like this and talk about TikTok trends and whatnot.
Tommy has a -2 forced inspiration now.
Strahd Vanzarovich pulls out his phone and shows you vertical videos, Skibbity Toilet.
All right, in walks Lady
I just learned the
Lyrael.
meaning of the word riz. I might have been using it wrong for centuries.
She's the same woman that bitched about all you non-humans last time she showed up at the council chambers. In she comes, and you all should recognize now that symbol that's on one of the crates is the same as is on her several of her soldiers, and on her own body somewhere, like on maybe on her girdle or something.
That's probably fine.
Afternoon.
Thieves and mongrels, step back. She's gonna try and like push you aside, Cole.
I'm gonna hold on. I don't really like being called a thief, ma'am. I'm not gonna move. She's gonna be pushed up against the wall.
The guards are gonna. You're pushing her?
No. It's like she's pushing a wall. It's like I'm gonna be stand there, not moving.
The guards are gonna step up and be like, "Do we have a problem here?"
Who are you calling a thief?
That is the property of House. God, I don't remember the fucking name. House
dipshit. No, I'm just
kidding.
Thay. Is that why you were asking? Oh my god. Are we dealing with evil necromancers?
Well, the people I asked about, they wear red stuff and they're from gray whatever, and they're racist. They're very much pure human ideal mentality. I just forgot a lot of the information. We really shouldn't wait so long in between games because I do prep work. I forget things.
Now you hold your horses there. These crates were left abandoned in a ghost ship full of spiders.
My emblem is emblazoned upon one of them, and we will be taking it with us.
Only on one of them?
Yeah. It's that symbol you all saw before that looked familiar.
Yeah. I'm gonna look back to Mr. Primewater. You gave us this job, man. What do you want us to do here?
She is a council member, as much as I detest it. Take your crate and be gone from my household, vile woman.
Yeah, right, I'll go ahead and move then.
Good, they're all gonna approach to get the crate.
Living here in the Forgotten Realms, would we recognize the name Thay?
Is the Thay from the Great? What's it called again? Greyhawk.
Greyhawk.
Are they from there? Is that the right people I'm thinking of? Anyone?
Let me Google.
I'm looking.
I'm gonna check some stuff too on the side, I guess.
Right.
They're from the
East Faerun.
Yeah.
Like, Thay is a place.
Yeah.
Scarlet Brotherhood. Scarlet Brotherhood, that's what it is. Just double checked. Okay. They bear the mark of my family crest, the Scarlet Brotherhood, and we are taking it and leaving.
Well, hold on. Is your name what's your name?
Really making this hard for me, aren't you?
I know. I want to know her name.
I am Lady Lyrael, councilwoman of this fine city, and you will address me no longer.
Your name is Lyrael Scarlet Brotherhood? Was that your last name?
This guard right here is going to full on backhand you to the face.
He could try.
Or attempt to.
Yeah, he could try.
Let me
I'm gonna give
For your
myself.
insolence.
I'm gonna be like too slow. I'm gonna be an actual menace.
I'm rolling this. Hold on. I'm just gonna roll that because it's easier. All right, there we go. Oh shit, that's definitely hitting.
Or is it?
You don't think that's gonna hit? 24?
Hold on. Silvery barbs.
All right. All right. Role play it for me, please. So he's about to swing his he's got his hand up to slap your face, and you. What do you do? Like, what sound do you make? How does that look? You doing
what
the
I
silvery
do
barb?
is I move my head out of the way and I slap his hand, and that's going to be me casting the spell.
That's not that's not how that works, because he might still. No, he got the same roll. 24.
What a Chad.
So he went to slap you. You were like, I think not, and he backhanded you to the fucking face.
My halfling daughter hits harder than you.
You will speak more kindly to the lady,
Oh,
you little mongrel.
All right, you got it. But how about? Oh, I don't have to speak so kindly to you, do I?
He just kind of smiles. He turns around, and they're gonna pick up the crate and to leave, or wheel it out. Anyone got anything else they want to do or say to these people?
Hey, now you stinker.
We did it. We fulfilled our part of the bargain. What happens after this is none of my concern.
I don't remember what kind of goodies we found outside of Mimic Island.
Not much on the ship, because you
Not a
didn't.
lot.
You guys charismaed your way out of the boss fight. So I mean,
Let's go.
that lady had 4,000 gold on her that you let walk off.
Nice.
Good for
She
her. She
deserved
can
it.
start a spider sanctuary.
Yeah. That's
That is such a.
friendship.
Can I say that's such a creative druid idea, by the way?
Oh yeah.
And that's not me that did that though. That's in Saltmarsh, that it's a spider druid. That's such a cool concept.
Is she a Circle of the Swarm druid?
No fucking idea. No earthly idea. She doesn't have character levels. It's an NPC, so I don't know.
Because I think a Circle of the Swarm druid that was centered around spiders would be a kick-ass character idea.
Anyway, well, when there was two, now there's one. He's still gonna approach the last crate and put his hands on it, and he's gonna actually rip off the top with his bare hands. Wood splinters, the nails are sticking out different directions. He pulls off the lid and chucks it aside. And
I was thinking of Swarmkeeper Rogue. Ranger. I'm fucking stupid.
Still would be really cool.
inside this massive crate is a whole bunch of hay, like for padding, and one very small, compared to the crate, one very small suitcase.
That's
And
Outside it says fragile.
Mr. Primewater starts to clap his hands together. Goody, goody, goody. And he's gonna go sit back in his chair, and Kala's gonna step forward to get the briefcase out of the box.
Well, open it up. Let's see what's inside.
She opens it, and but has her back to you, so only Mr. Primewater can see it at first. And but upon hearing you say that, Mr. Primewater is gonna be like, we'll share with them this once.
It's just
And
curiosity.
Kala's gonna go ahead and walk over to all of you with the briefcase open facing you, and you all see there's an arrangement of various colored eggs inside.
Oh.
Easter.
These eggs have been finely aged for years before they were even lost on the ship. Do you have any idea what they're worth? The delectableness of them?
Well, I've only had a century egg once in my entire life, and it was not a fun experience.
These are a millennia eggs. And they're even harder to get with the new tariffs.
Very poignant. I imagine a millennia egg would be even worse, but everybody has their. I'm not gonna yuck your yum there, sir. You do you.
Kala's gonna proceed to offer an egg to each of you. So does anyone take an egg?
Well,
I take an egg and eat it instantly.
I suppose.
I offer you an egg in this trying time.
I suppose.
You actually enjoy the egg, Selrak. It's very delectable to you. It's very pleasing to your palate. And it suits you quite well.
I guess I suppose
Delicious.
I'll give it a shot. I mean, it's been what 20 years. I'll give it another shot. My palate might be more refined now.
All right, you try the egg. You don't quite like it that much, but more than that, Cole, I'm gonna need you to make me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage. I feel like for this.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean you're a pregnant man eating 1,000-year-old egg.
I
think
hate
you're asking for it this time.
hate that. Hate that. The way you said that. 217s.
Wow.
217s.
You feel the nausea wave starting to hit a little bit, and you're just like, no, I'm a man, and you just power through it, and it
You're
passes.
holding a razor. I am a man.
Do you take one, Lede?
No, I'm a doctor. I know that this will be really bad for me.
Do you take
I'll have
one,
Lede.
Katerina?
Sure, why not?
Interesting flavor. What sort of beast?
Paula gives you an egg too, and the egg actually is very suitable to your palate as well. Katerina, it's very
Yummy.
delectable.
What manner of beast did these eggs come from? I mean, I imagine you knew they were there, so you had to know. some information.
Rhinostrages.
I'm sorry.
Hold up.
No, I actually didn't hear you. I heard.
Rhinostrages.
Ah. Did you just make that one up?
No.
Is that like in the book?
Rhinostrages.
Are you being dead ass?
Rhinostrages. Rhinostrages.
Right, I've never heard of such a thing. Tell me more. Describe this beast in great detail so that I might know how to find one.
They were once native to Kala's homeland, but they have nearly gone extinct. I know not where any are now in the wilderness, hence why only the finest and aged varieties of their eggs are all that remain. They are quite delectable.
Were they hunted to extinction because everybody wanted their horns to grind into powder to make their erections more potent?
Why are you being so ridiculous? They don't have horns. The bird... What?
You said I'm assuming, due to the etymology of the word, that rhino, being the key word, are they not some sort of cross between a rhinoceros and an
If you want to
ostrich?
discuss etymology, my feathered friend, rhino would just mean they have a very large nose, or in this case, beak.
Uh-oh.
You know what? You got me there.
Kind of like you, and I point at Cole.
I do have a very large beak, thank you.
They actually have 3 beaks.
That's one too many.
Hidden hostages.
They have 1 head, but 3 beaks on said head, with a single eye for each beak. Each beak points in a different direction as well.
You know, maybe it's a good thing these detestable creatures are extinct.
I'm
glad they're
I'm going to say this though, really quick here. 1000% rhinostrages exist now in all of our shared D&D worlds. I expect to see rhinostrages appear in Peligang and in Wildly Witchway at some point.
Perhaps you've already encountered one and didn't know it.
Beaver, what do you think of rhinostrages?
I don't like the way you describe them.
Did you pull that etymology? Did you pull that etymology out of your ass?
No, that's what rhino means. Like rhinoplasty.
Okay,
Like
okay.
nose surgery. Yeah, that's what rhino means.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah, it
pretty
has to do with
cool.
noses.
You didn't really know that.
No, I did not. I know that, Meeper.
What are you all still doing here?
Waiting for our next job, I suppose.
Yes, that.
Go find one. I don't know. You hear another bang at the door.
Is there
Another person walks in.
Is there some sort of community board, like a job board somewhere we can go? Like, hey, we are some adventurers / pirates for hire.
Privateers.
You hear
Yes,
shuffling
that's what,
footsteps from the
privateers.
doorway, and right as Primar is about to respond to you with some more bullshit, this dwarf comes panting.
Pirates
Sir!
sounds more exciting.
Sir, Councilman Primewater, sir. What is it? Sir, it's the bank, sir. The alarms, they've been tripped. The old security system, it's active. The whole bank's on lockdown, sir. We can't reach anybody inside. Nobody can get in.
They're foreclosing your house, sir.
Or anybody that you sent in doesn't come back, sir. We don't know what's going on. It must be a robbery.
Well, I'm always down to stop a robbery in progress. Anybody with me?
I haven't stabbed something in the last 48 hours, and that needs to change.
Nor have I, young
Oh, yeah.
man. Let's go.
I assume we've long rested since we.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let me go and do that because I do not have all my spell slots.
Perhaps I shall as well.
And now,
Oh my god, I was really low on spell slots. Holy fuck.
for this amazing scene that we're about to go to, because it looks beautiful and it's really, really well done. Give me 1 second. It's not that one. It's not that one. Where the hell is it?
Charles, did you make that?
Yes. During everything.
That art style reminds me of my friend Ryan's art style. Not the same, not a completely different Ryan Meeper.
Let's see.
So for some background that you might have got from the dwarf on your way back over here.
There's no
Salt
token,
water.
something.
Great, you can wait. Saltwater at one point was a very prosperous mining town, actually. That's the whole reason it started. Saltmarsh was originally a shipping point for the mining colony, and they sent ores up to Waterdeep by way of water.
Mining in a marsh seems kind of dangerous.
Well, they did it, and that's in the actual ores, so fuck me, fucking bite me. I don't know what to tell you.
Be right back. Sorry.
All good.
Saggy.
I'll wait for Tommy again. What was that, Meeper?
Oh, I've been playing Balatro. Well, things have been slow. And something very good.
But what about rhinostrages?
Very, very slow.
I am back. Sorry about that.
So the mines more or less dried up for the most part, and a lot of the dwarves ended up leaving. But they have a lot of architecture still they sort of left behind, including their bank, which some lower tier dwarves had decided to keep running and maintaining, despite the fact that most people don't have normal access anyway, and there's little point or reason to having it. It's sort of a oath of blood type thing. The deeper levels of the bank, the primary vault, holds a fair bit of treasure, but it's all belongs to long since dead and forgotten dwarves that aren't around anymore. It's just a sort of honor and sentimentality that has kept them running the place. But as he told you, though, there is some sort of alarm going off when you arrive here at the place, which I'm going to put your tokens down now. 1 second. Here's a pet mimic, and here's a pet doggo, and here's a pet coal, and here's a latte, And here's a Katarina.
Ooh, this is a pretty map.
And here's a Selrek.
Oh,
I was mid working on this map when I was in a VC at the same time with Meeper, and Meeper mentioned that if there are windows, I have to go out of my way to do the windows. And I muted myself, cussed, and sighed, and then went and did all the windows. All right, you're all here. The dwarf guy is here too. I'm not gonna put his token down, but he says he's staying outside. He's not going in.
All right, let's bash
He
some
doesn't-
fucking heads in, eh?
I agree.
He warns you that the front door acts like a sort of airlock system, so be warned. You won't be able to get back out until you've turned off the security system.
Hey, did you give me a new spell from the last session?
You leveled up. Did someone help you with your level up and get you a spell? Were you supposed to get a spell? I don't know.
You gave me 2 options.
Oh, fuck! I forgot. I have to message you something.
I think you took. Did you already have Shatter?
I did. The first one is to have.
What about
wings for
Expeditious
10
Retreat?
minutes.
Is that the new
And
one?
the second one is some lightning bolt. I'm gonna choose that one.
You want the lightning bolt?
Yeah.
Does 5th level warlocks get lightning bolt? Can someone confirm that?
You told me that.
Yeah, I'm sure you could get something, but there's a spell called lightning bolt. I don't know if you actually get that spell or it's something that looks like lightning bolt. So I'm just asking everyone else really quick.
Let me take a look here. The closest 3rd level spell to that. Let's see here. There's Thunderstep.
I have been Thunderstep actually. That would fit her character pretty well.
Yeah, that's the closest thing. Anything lightning based would be lower level.
I need to pull up warlocks and I can tell what she's supposed to have or not.
The main thing she's getting at this level is her 5th level, 3rd invocation, which is pretty good.
Oh, okay. What are the invocation options?
There's a specific one that she's basically going to take no matter what. It is.
I hate to do this again, but I have to get up because I have to pee. I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
Good job. Improved packed weapon.
She doesn't get Thunderstep, by the way. I just checked.
Hmm.
It's not listed here.
Spell list. 3rd level spell. Thunderstep. Comes out as Anathar's Guide to everything. Spell list.
It says here that warlocks only get it as an optional variant thing. I think it's part of a like it's a subclass thing to get that.
Maybe, but most subclasses don't really give you. Let's see here. X-Blade. Well, maybe it is. Which one is it then? Let's see here. Great old one.
I don't know. I can't find it anywhere, but like, it's not in the spell list. Like on 5e tools, it shows it as only being an optional variant thing.
Well, here. Let me go just fucking grab the book. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, you've told me about that spell the last time we had a session.
Use spell sniper.
I
We'll figure it out.
have
Though. Don't worry.
returned.
Welcome back, Clancy. I do declare.
I got some motherfucking Dairy Queen chili dogs. Never had a Dairy Queen
Nice.
chili dog before. These bitches, good as fuck.
I feel like if you had to pick one food to be the one food you never eat from a fast food place, it would be a chili dog.
I don't know what to tell you. These kick ass. Like, these
I'm
are.
not judging. It's all good.
This is like the apex glizzy.
Charles, you want to go get some Apex Glizzies?
I mean, pretty sure the chili we have here is good. I could make chili dog.
The one glizzy
Alright.
to rule them all.
But we're having shake and bake tonight.
I'm back. Yeah, no, it's just under Warlock spells. 3rd level, Thunderstep.
Interesting. Okay, I guess it's a typo then on 5e tools. I apologize. Let's just add it to her thing then. I'll do it. While I add that, can you add her other thing that you said that she's supposed to be getting?
I need to log into my other option thing. I'm just going to request that you do it.
Let me do the spell first. 1 second. Thunder. Okay, Thunder Step getting dragged onto your sheet. You now have it.
If by
And
the
then
way,
what was the
this
other
is a
thing?
proper class.
Improved Pact Weapon.
If this is a proper quest, I suggest we bring Captain Longtail along with us for our NPC companion.
Well, we have Oceanus, our Gunfu monk. We can only have.
Well, yeah, but like he's not here right now.
He
If
can
we're
be there with
entering-
you. It's up to
I
you.
know. I'm voting for Captain Longtail in this situation because a rogue going to a bank seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, wait, no,
actually.
I'm sorry.
No, hold on. That's actually a good point. If we're gonna be in close quarters around many targets, and she's a swashbuckler, she gets
Mhm.
hella sneak attack.
Yeah. She wants Thirsting Blade, I'm sorry. That's the one she wants, not Improved Pact Weapon. Well, they're both good, but...
Okay, give me a second. There's Captain Longtail for you. Who
Excellent.
I'm pretty sure also needs to be leveled up, which is just great.
Yeah, but martial classes leveling up is far easier than a spellcaster.
Yeah.
I can do that.
You can? You got it?
Yeah, it'll be easy.
Okay, cool.
Look at the button. Level 5. Take
What was-
average.
What was the thing that Zan needs?
Thirsting Blade. You can attack with your packed weapon twice instead
that?
of once
What
whenever you
what
take
is that?
the
That's
packed
a
weapon. Invocation.
okay. What would
Yeah.
that be under?
That's really good for the Blade Warlock. Makes him more
Yes.
of a fighter.
Invocations. I have to figure out where the hell I'd even find that. All right, here we go. I found the right table for it. Last time, what was it called again? Ungreen Blade?
Thirsting Blade.
Got it. Okay. It's importing now. Now it's on your sheet.
Okay, this is interesting. I realize
There you go. You now have Thirsting Blade. Okay. Is everyone ready to proceed?
Yep.
Yeet.
All right.
That's cool as hell.
Locking it. Where's my character? Did she already move? Oh, she's... Wait, that's Longtail. There I am. What?
All right. Proceed however you wish.
Right. Mimic Dog is staying way the fuck behind me.
All right, so what's the strategy here, you guys? Guns blazing, peeking around corners and picking them off one by one.
I'm gonna throw out there, by the way, while you're there, from outside and inside, you constantly hear wah 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 wah.
Oh, that's fun. Hate that.
Oh yeah.
Well, are there, innocents, non violence pacifists, etc., who might be wrapped up in this?
Miss Katarina, do you or your fucked up, horrible, evil magic have any way to see past that door?
No, but we could try to break it open.
Well, I was gonna say maybe we could, see what the deal is before we actually go in.
I mean, there's
Oh,
a
no,
there's a
cheap
method
way,
as
actually.
old as time itself. You could look through the keyhole.
You know what? That's actually
Yeah.
a good idea.
Before you could do that, though, one thing at a time. Let's look through the keyhole first. Before you could look through the hole, Longtail's gonna push past you, and kind of like take her hands and like pop her knuckles, and she goes up to the door, and she's like she's gonna look through the hole, but then she realizes it's way above her, and it's just
I
and
lift
she has
her up.
to she kind of like sucks up her chest and like braces herself and climbs up the door to look through the keyhole. And she says this to you: "It's a large open room.
No foes in sight.
Hold on one second. I'm trying to remember. I could have swore I set up lighting in a weird way on this thing, but I guess I didn't. She's gonna say to you, I don't know what I see. There's like people in there. They're just walking around.
You don't see any particular reason why the alarm might have gone off.
No, nothing
Well-
looks broken or disturbed.
Well,
I cast detect magic.
Oh, that's.
Let's
a good
let A
idea.
go into the other. Let A want her to go sideways. Let's let her do her thing
I just wanted to take a peeky.
through the keyhole.
Yeah.
Longtail's gonna shove you. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. You look through the keyhole, and I'll just let you see. That's what you see inside.
Ooh, office. Alright. I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna hold a dodge action. Just see what's happening in here.
Okay.
Oh, is this a doorway or a window?
It's neither, because if it was a window, I would have set it up, and if it was a doorway, I would have set it up.
So it's just a wall I can walk and see through?
Oh, is it like? Hold on, wait. Maybe it's a door. Once I get this thing to let me draw it, there we go.
Okay.
I thought for a second it was like a door I forgot to do, and it was just showing up as a wall. But never mind, I guess.
It's drawn up as a hole.
All right. Are there any signs of like duress or scuffle in this office?
Nope.
Okay.
The lights are on too. On the desk is a cup of coffee, and if you reach out and touch it, it's still warm. Still gives off a little bit of steam.
Let's see. All right. I will approach this door and take a peek through.
Okay, you see that.
I see. And it is a man with a weapon.
He's got a hammer on his hip, like any normal dwarf would. Visibly, from where you are, though, I'll say this right now, he doesn't look fucked up like he does in his picture there. He just looks like a dude. In fact, they're all wearing normal clothing.
Huh. Okay. Weird.
I love this Disney ass fucking One Piece song that's playing right now.
Yeah. I see. Are they just standing there?
Oh, they're all kind of just stumbling around. They're just walking around and stuff. They're not really doing anything in particular. Pacing. NPC moment.
I see. Well, I'll leave my allies to figure that out. Walk back down over here.
But he's like, I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. All right, what are y'all doing?
I'm casting Detect Magic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do that. Shit. What's the radius on that again? 30 feet.
30 feet.
Okay. You detect nothing beyond this room.
No magic?
Well, you could assume the walls are thick enough to where you would need to, like, go
What
places.
is the material of the walls?
Thick enough.
They are 1 foot of stone.
Honestly,
or 1 inch
yeah,
of common
that's
metal.
they're probably both. Honestly, it's dwarven. Look at the. You look at the walls. They look to be like 6 feet thick, from my perspective. To be honest with you, like looking at it from a top-down angle.
Well, in that case, I'm opening this door.
Okay.
How many? I've been trying to figure out this fucking. How do I add spells? Like okay, I know how to add spells. First off, at level 5, how many new spells do I get as a bard?
Okay, so a really easy way to do that is to go to the greatest website ever, and that's called 5e Tools. Go to
I'll be
classes.
back in a couple of minutes.
Then go to Bard. And then at the very top, it's going to show your spell situation. So you're 5th level. So you have 2
absolutely. I have 2
3rd level spell slots.
Yeah, but
you know 8 spells total.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And your bardic inspiration is a D8 now.
Fantastic.
Oh, and now you get your bardic inspiration back on a short rest.
Oh, poggers.
Okay.
Once did Zan leave the call?
Yeah.
She said she had to be right back.
Oh, she's okay.
Yeah.
She's off to fight against Pineapple.
Did she actually go to a call of Pineapple?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna go split some heads. You're all gonna be going into combat here.
I have access to every single bard spell, right?
No.
So long as you have a spell slot for it,
Yeah.
and so long as it doesn't have a requirement like a specific subclass. It's really annoying that it's hold shift to select multiple things. Because, like, on computers, it's hold control. Where's your mimic dog at?
It's underneath one of our tokens, probably mine.
Under me.
Oh. oh, I'm taking antagonize. This spell is hilarious. You whisper magical words that antagonize one creature of your choice within range. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 4d4 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to make a melee attack against another creature of your choice that you can see. That is so good. That is so fucking funny.
So it's like, so you basically point. So you point at one guy and you're like, "Hey, you there? Yeah, you. You see that other guy over there next to you? He told me he fucked your mom." And then he punches the guy he thinks fucked his mom.
This spell is so good.
Do you want to keep playing Cole now forever and not ever switch then? It's totally fine. I'm already prepared to add creature. I'm gonna eat a cookie while I wait for fucking sand.
Ooh. I have a chance to get a greater, get an epic boon at level 10 because of my aberrant dragon mark.
No, you don't.
No. Okay.
That's an optional thing for the aberrant
know.
dragon mark. And the way that I'm doing it is you're gonna get a couple other things and it's be a little different and you'll see.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, I'm going to turn into a dragon, obviously.
The way it's
Sure
worded,
do.
actually, by the way, not only would you get that boon, but you have a chance to get a boon every level after that.
I think you only get the one boon, but if you don't get it, you have a chance to get it next level.
That may be the intention, but it's not worded that way.
Upon reaching level 10, character has a 10% chance of gaining an epic boon from among the Chapter 7 options. If the character fails, they have a 10% chance to gain it the next time they level up.
But it doesn't say that chance goes away after they get it. The way it's worded, you only need to fail the first time.
But it
Most
is the
DM
DM's choice.
Most DMs hate that feat. Aberrant Dragon Mark.
Yeah.
It's a little overpowered.
A little bit.
What do you think of that feat, Meeper?
I've never really read it over. It was like a lot of words, and I gave up.
You gain a point to Constitution. You then also gain some spell casting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also get a boon.
At level 10, you get the boon. Also, you can, when you do your first level spell, you can spend a hit die and either get temporary hit points or do force damage to a random creature.
Weird.
It's very fucking complicated.
Not really. It is a lot of words. I can agree with that. That's too many words. Good job, or I'm sorry for your loss.
True, though.
But now my magic can finally do stuff because
I wonder if Zan's crashing out because like she still showed us online and I messaged her, we're gonna wait for you, and then she went offline.
What would she be crashing out about?
We all got issues. We're all depressed people.
She probably got shit to do. I ain't gonna worry about it.
She said she'd be back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple minutes.
I'm gonna mute and scroll through TikTok until we're ready to continue then.
Do it. Follow me on TikTok.
I'm eating cookies.
That's your first mistake.
Sorry, Charles, I make it a point never to support my friends.
Fair enough.
I'm just kidding. What's your TikTok?
Fuck. Let's see.
I didn't even know you have a fucking TikTok, FYI.
To be fair, I didn't have a TikTok for a very long while.
Do you ever post anything on
Uh,
it? Is it just clips from your streams?
Clips from my streams, yeah. Yeah, just Charlie Wolfie. No E at the end. It'll be my green character. I actually need to update the picture of because that's an
Green guy gang.
old model.
Heavens. You're gonna be a little
That's not where I'm going.
you might be a little salty
Ground-
when you see that I've got a lot more followers than you and I just post garbage.
Grounded 2
I
just
don't take TikTok it seriously at all.
Grounded 2 just got announced.
I don't know what that is.
I know.
But like, what is that?
It's a game. I'm watching the trailer.
It's survival crafting, except you're tiny. Why can't I change my profile pic? Whatever. I don't care that much. It's fucking TikTok.
Sucks.
Yep. Zan's back.
Zanoops.
Is that a wild Zan? Is Zan back?
I'm back, yeah.
Okay.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Combat just started. Everyone, please roll me initiative.
Did it actually?
Okay.
Yeah, when
I
you
don't
when
know
you
why
open the
this is
door.
happening.
Well, hold on. I thought people were just walking around all chilled out and stuff.
They are,
Why?
or they were. All right. As soon as you guys open the door, it's a very heavy, large door. The
Jesus, I'm sorry.
dudes.
I had to restart Firefox because my rolls aren't showing up and the music isn't playing.
There's no music playing right now for me
There's no
either.
music.
Well, my rolls aren't showing up anyway, so
Go for it.
well, I just F5 didn't actually restart Firefox.
That was your first mistake.
I wonder what these voice changers sound like. Did you guys
Not now.
Did you guys get those updates to Discord yet with the stupid voice changers?
No, not yet.
Mhm.
They're all locked except for a few of them, which I don't get. Jesus Christ,
They
it's
want you to
taking
give
so
them money.
long to restart.
Meeper, Grounded is that game I told you about where I was sort of super involved with like its early development days and stuff. Like I put a lot of suggestions in that ended up making into the final game, and I made stickers for their Discord and stuff like that.
I made
Mhm.
stickers for their Discord.
Okay, fine. They think it was me though. But anyway, it's like a survival game, but like you're shrunk down in a backyard basically.
I see.
And the sequel, Grounded 2, apparently is coming out soon, and I'm super amped now. And I'm definitely gonna play with Charles, but it's a 4-player co-op. So if you want to come to, you could.
Okay, everything is
Is it
loaded. I'm
going to
good. I'm
be
good.
$80?
I don't know. I'd be willing to buy you Xbox Game Pass temporarily for PC.
I'm ready to go when you guys are. It finally fucking loaded.
All right, so as soon as you guys open the doors, the dudes in the room, they all seem like normal dwarves. They're all wearing various dwarven attire. They all have maybe a hammer or a mace of some kind on their hip. That's not, they're not necessarily armed in quotations. That's just that's what dwarves do. They don't walk around without a sturdy tool to use for whatever may need be doing. However, they all turn towards you, and you see their skin begin to turn a terrible blue. Their eyes begin to roll back in their head, and they all begin to whisper.
What magic
And
aura do I see around them due to my detect magic still being active?
I have no fucking clue, to be honest. First off, technically speaking, the way that is you see that there is magic. You have to focus on one, which would be an action in combat, to see the type of magic. But I'll let you see what it is anyway, even though you're in combat. Let me check really quick. That would be, I guess, necromancy.
Got it. We can kill him.
Yep. So they're all whispering, and they all start shumbling towards you. How do I? Wow, 4 of them rolled better than you. Is that what this is saying? 3 of them got 20s on their fucking roll.
Apparently.
Huh.
To be fair, they all rolled better than me. I've been rolling shit for initiative.
Do you see that, Meefer?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I didn't fake that. That just happened.
Weird D&D moment.
5, 10, 15, 20. No, the fucking floor doesn't line up. I worked so hard to make sure that lined up.
You can fix that by just changing the grid
I don't
size
think it's
just by a tiny bit.
To...
Why? I'm really
'Cause the
confused right now. It
Floor
should.
lines up everywhere else. I think this is just like weirdly tiled ground.
Yeah, they're lined up
think it's
on the
meant to-
grid. They're just the tiles of the grid aren't
Yeah.
the same size even as the tiles on the floor. Or
Okay.
Each of these tiles
Yeah.
is like 7 feet.
Ignore the thing then. All right. 25. Okay, he gets to right there. I'm not gonna say he can get you in that corner. It's a little too far back. That's his turn. 5, 10, 15. He's gonna swing at you, Selrak.
Okay. I don't think I have any reactions.
One second. Does a 19 hit?
19 hits.
Okay.
at least I'm going before the pets.
You take 8 damage. Well, the pets go on their owner's turns regardless of what their initiative is.
So I'm going last.
You
That
took
was
8
8
damage,
damage?
Selrak, and that is it for his turn. We're gonna move on now to the next guy in the initial. Oh, I forgot to begin combat at the very beginning, didn't I? Okay, there we go.
I'm not gonna keep up my.
Oh wait, I
my-
apparently had the wrong one
my-
selected before. Who's this one? Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Letty, it's your turn.
Next turn. Okay. Did Selrak say that he saw an aura of necromancy on them?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking to make sure. Hear or see us. Okay. Well,
Slarak's
and
little wings flap whenever he's excited.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I am using Channel Divinity Turn Undead.
Ah,
If they are undead and they can hear me within 30 feet of me, they must make a wisdom saving throw or use all their movement to move away from me.
I want you to know there's a very strong argument that could be made for them not being able to hear you. But I won't make that argument.
There's no argument. The door is open.
The door is open.
Well, no, they're
Are they
with
deaf?
what's. I don't want to spoil things, but with what's happened to them, they sort of would be deaf. But anyway, they hear you though. So what happens? What do they need to do?
If they are within 30 feet of me, they must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Wow, 30 feet's big.
Yep.
One passed. Okay, the rest all failed. Which one's this one? I wish I had a way. I'm just gonna pick one to not fail. I'm gonna say this one didn't fail. All the others failed though, or all the others within the 30 feet. So what happens to them?
They are now turned. They will use their action to dash if they can move away from me, and if they can't move away from me, they will take the dodge action, and they will just keep trying to get away from me as best they can for
Okay.
1 minute or until they take damage of any kind.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I shillelagh my fishing rod and end my turn. Oh wait, it's Mimic Pet. Wherever they are. Hello?
You're under me.
Here you are. Alright.
You really like your mimic pet, don't you?
He's a dork. Alright. It is going to use its action to do shell defense and gain 5 AC, and it is going to move here.
Are you just gonna keep him out of combat?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, we don't need to do his turn anymore. Then just say he's out of combat. You can just put him in his little chest for him, put him in your bag if you wanted to.
Yes. That is Doobie is what it is. My turn.
Do you like shell defense?
It is funny.
All right, this guy's turn now, and he's fucking running away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, dash, 5. He gone ahead and run all the way out of combat.
Cut out a little.
This dude's motherfucking gone.
One down for now.
All right, I'm back downstairs. Zan, it is your turn.
Okay.
Kick their asses.
Yeah. I can try a new spell, I guess. There are only 3 of them. Okay.
You can hit them all with shatter without hitting your teammates if you wanted to.
I could, but this new one deals more damage, I think.
Okay.
You talking about the Thunderstep you just picked up?
Yeah.
Thunderstep is very good. I will say, it's good for if you want to move somewhere very quickly. It's just like, it's a very nice burst of extra movement that just happens to do a ton of damage.
They didn't require me to use a dice.
What's the range of Thunderstep?
90
I
feet.
believe
90
wow.
feet?
Yeah.
So the way Thunderstep works is you would move next to them, right? Then you use it and you teleport somewhere, within 90 feet. So pick a spot and move yourself there, away from them.
Probably like here, because why not?
Alright. It's up to you.
Yeah.
You could do that
And then when you
thing
do
where
that,
you rush
all-
them.
So when you teleport away, it leaves behind like a little explosion, basically. And now they all have to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm picturing Katarina. You got the katana. You rush past them almost as if you're teleporting, and you put the katana back in the sheath, and they all fall over.
I was thinking about that, but it's an action, so I cannot use my katana after that. It
Alright,
kind
so
of sucks, but well.
2 fail, 1 succeeded. What's the damage on this again? A failed save or have okay. So one of them, I'm gonna say it's this one takes half damage. How do I tell it only half damage, dude? Well, actually, we just roll it and we just only do half on it, though. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 17. Oh, even at half, that kills him.
Wow.
Honestly, you're probably about to kill everybody. Yeah, you kill all 3 of these guys.
Am I supposed to kill them?
I'm just gonna mark them as dead.
Okay.
They're undead.
Dead again.
That's it for your turn. I believe, unless you want to do something else. I don't know what else you can do, but do you want to do something else?
No.
Okay, cool. You all just watched Katarina walk up and fucking, like, take a step, and upon her foot hitting the ground, like there's like an explosion, but like she's just gone and somewhere else, and all the dudes are just dead. All right, it is now this guy's turn. He's the last fucking one because he's the only one not feared. He's gonna run up here to y'all.
I didn't even get to do anything.
That's as far as
You're
he can make it
just
with the
that
dash.
good.
Sarak, your turn.
I'll step over the bodies. And then do my thing. Cutlass. First. 16.
That hits.
Damage. Hell yeah. 4.
Okay.
Whip.
Nay.
We'll see if I nay. 15.
That hits.
I do, in fact, nay.
Let's go.
7.
You killed him.
Oh. Alright then.
You are all now out of combat.
Let's go.
I don't mean to be
Uh,
a party
as-
pooper, but are these the employees? And if so, are we gonna get in trouble for this?
They might have been the employees at one point in time, but they had necrotic energy on them, so I assumed they were already dead.
Remember, you all have to speak up because
I'm not.
Anyone asks, they were dead when we got here.
Miss Lete, do you happen to have anything that would allow us to speak with their soon-to-be rotten corpses?
Shit, did I take that? Well, unfortunately, once they're undead, the spell, Speak with Dead no longer functions, but also it is not in my current repertoire.
Right, well, I suppose we'll just have to find whoever did this and, beat him black and blue. I'm just gonna.
Anything valuable on the bodies or notable?
We're not gonna loot. We're not gonna loot the employees here. We are the good guys in this situation.
You find
I'm not sure they're the employees just yet.
you find a sort of pocket purse with folded bits on it, and it's got several family photos and pictures of their kids.
Yep, these are the
Still
employees.
not proof that they were employed here.
Well, are they all wearing the same clothes? Like a uniform?
No, they're wearing different clothes. There's no uniform. They're wearing different clothes.
Are they? They're all dwarves.
They're all dwarves, though. Yeah.
Is there any kind of identification in that little coin purse? I know you were
Make me a. This is going odd deeper than I thought it would. Go ahead and make
I know
me
you were illustrating a point with the wife and kids bit, but like if we can find some kind of identification.
Make me a I don't know what the fuck this check would be.
Probably
History,
investigation.
Probably investigation.
Not the thing I'm talking about. Make me a history check.
Okay.
So yeah, you know that dwarves mark their households on themselves with jewelry, usually a ring or a pendant. And upon checking them all, they all do seem to have various different crests and whatnot upon their rings and pendants that they wear. They're all from various dwarven families and or clans. They don't seem to be all a part of one group or anything like that, but I mean, you could summarize that they are the workers who worked here. They're the descendants of the dwarves who stayed here after the mine closed, and they decided to run the bank.
Right. So these are definitely employees / owners. Perhaps we should respond less murderously in the near future while we continue to assess the situation.
Chester's gonna go up to a body and that has a pendant, and it's gonna sort of like try to eat the pendant and like pull it into its chest body, but it's on the string, so it's like playing tug of war with this dead body on the ground, Meeper.
That's adorable, but you should probably stop him from doing that.
Bad mimic, Pete.
Oh, I called him Chester, didn't I?
Yeah.
Chester's a
I think that was
good name.
I think that was the original theory crafted name for him, but Pete decides to try and eat this pendant.
I say we delve a bit deeper, and I'm gonna try to snatch the pendant out of its mouth and tuck it nicely back into this dead gentleman's clothes so that the authorities can identify his corpse.
Make me a strength check, a competing strength check, because he's gonna growl at you and eyeball you. This is his toy.
Okay.
Bad boy.
Watch this. Ready?
Okay.
I was
amazing.
gonna be
a
like,
one.
ready? Nat 1.
He beat you by 1 point. He pulls the fucking pendant from you, and he swallows it. Gulp.
Well, we need to move on. I don't want to be here when any kind of guards come moving through and us standing over the bodies of a bunch of dead dwarves.
He lets out a little burp and a hiccup and just kind of...
Yes,
and he
yes.
follows you, Meeper.
Behind door number 2, lads.
Yep.
Oh. Hello.
Let's try not to have to do combat every single time you guys find one.
Is there
But I'll say that...
Is there a thought behind those eyes, mister?
Alright. Let's get y'all into initiative here, I guess.
Mr. Coleridge, if it's moral ambiguity you're worried about, I would note that these gentlemen having a aversion to my previous magics means that they are more than likely far gone.
I will
The
say,
land of the living.
young lady,
Solrak, you're first.
I'm not going to go
Yes,
into horrific detail, but I am no stranger to morally dubious activity, so worry not.
Tommy
And
once
I-
fucked a zombie.
What?
Not you, sorry. I meant Kola.
Oh, wow, I'm running real shit on the initiative lately.
I go up, and I do what I do. Start with the stabby stab.
Can I try and make out what they're whispering?
At disadvantage because the alarm's going on, but yes, you can
Yeah.
try. But it'll take an action.
Does
It'll
10
take your
hit?
turn.
On my turn?
Uh,
Oh, never
no.
mind then. Fuck that. I'm gonna ignore
No?
it and stab.
Okay.
All right. Then whip.
You did not do an any. Oh wait, yeah, that does hit.
I whip, and therefore I nay.
See the damage? See the damage?
Hell yeah.
Oof. You lash him from shoulder to hip.
And
Very
since I'm level 5,
deeply.
I get my extra attack, so I'm gonna hit him again with my sword.
Oh shit, nice. You miss.
Oh shit, nice. You miss.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Right.
You fucked up.
Why is it trying to
That's
start with
working.
Cole? That's weird. Okay, wait.
I think you clicked on
Lede,
it.
you are next.
Okay. Okay.
Am I saying you're wrong?
Yeah.
Lete. Is Lete correct?
Yes.
Okay, Lete. Not Lete. Lete. Latte, you're next.
All right. Let's see what I got. I'm just gonna walk up and hit him
Vacuum
in the
cleaners
head.
be like.
Little EP. I'm a little silly right now. Right. Bonk. Bonk. Never mind.
Less of a bonk and more of a whoosh.
More of a foosh.
He's the wily one.
Fus Roda! What if I just gave your mimic Fus Roda? He can do Fus Roda.
And I just carry him around and have him cast effectively gust of wind on people because it sounds funny.
Fus Roda!
Alright, that's my turn.
It's the guy's turn. He's going to attack you, Selrak, for fucking hitting him.
Good. Leave the squishies alone.
A 14 hit?
Nope.
Alright, that's it for his turn. It's gonna be your turn, Katarina. Oh, why
Not a
is
bad move.
Longtail not in initiative? I definitely fucking clicked her too.
I'm
It is
gonna
weird.
hex this guy.
Of course, Captain Long.
Are you sure you wanna-
Also goes.
Are you
before
sure
me.
you want to waste your hex now when there's only like two guys you're fighting and they're dying really easily?
Wait, there's a limit that I didn't know existed.
You can only do your hex, I think, like once or twice a day.
Well,
It doesn't seem
she's
here.
using the spell hex.
The bonus
What's-
action.
Yes,
It's-
so you can do that, Zan, but remember that you only have 2 spell slots as a warlock. So you already used one for your Thunderstep, and so this would be your second one. Now it is concentration, so you'll get it for up to an hour, so you can keep reapplying it for an hour. But at that point, that is your last spell slot, and now you're down to just your attacks and your warlock hex.
Never
And your
mind. then.
cantrips.
I'll use an Eldritch Blast then.
Okay, who are you hitting?
The guy here on the right.
Okay. That hits. Roll damage. You erased his head.
Nice.
Eraserhead. They should make a movie about that.
You going? All right. It is Cole's turn.
Zan just killed this one, right?
No, it's still alive. Or no, sorry, Zan killed this one down here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was suggesting. Yeah. I was hoping that I could antagonize him. The one that is already dead. Let's see. Let's take a peek at my spellbook. You know what? I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
Roll to hit.
Good heavens.
That hits. I don't think you need to roll damage. He's gonna die no matter what.
Dude, I rolled perfect damage.
You obliterated him with your light crossbow.
All right, you're all out of combat. He dead.
I think these fellas might be everywhere. Maybe we should check doors before we just swing them open while pardon me, willy-nilly.
Not a terrible idea. I will look through the keyhole of this door.
1 second.
And
You see this.
I will open the said door.
Okay.
This one's clear.
What are you laughing at, Eber?
One of the songs that was playing was spelled really wrong.
What do you mean?
They spelled forgotten wrong.
I spelled it wrong, is what you mean.
being that
I'm a
we
loser.
are technically pirates, let's not
Are you?
Privateers.
When did this happen?
privateers are pirates that are officially commissioned by a noble.
Correct.
They're pirates that can't get in trouble.
Correct.
Longtail's gonna climb up on your shoulder and she's gonna say, I don't know what a privateer is. I don't know what a mouseketeer is, but I'm a pirateer.
That's why I was saying that.
Targeteer.
Does no one get that?
Let's keep our thievery and chicanery to the high seas, shall we? Keep your grubby mitts off of these people's money.
There's random gold coins, electrum coins, silver coins,
Yeah.
gems,
Cole is
gold statues, bronze bits and bars.
Cole is ignoring it all. Cole's not gonna steal from.
All-
Cole's not gonna rob a bank.
Various odds and ends of value all over the place.
I want to, but I need my bloodthirst quenched first.
Lads and ladies, we're gonna have plenty of time to pillage and plunder once we're out at sea. Again, we all found plenty of treasure on that strange mimic island, right?
Found a pet.
I found an arm.
While you're all in there, the pet, by the way, is just doing this. No one can probably see him, but he's doing something out here.
Just running in little squares.
Yeah, he's just running around. It's in squares because he's a square, because that's his shape. So he doesn't run in circles. He runs. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Zan, are you controlling your dog?
Yeah, I am.
Sam's the only one in control of it.
Pete's gonna sniff your dog's butt, ghost butt.
What is in this room here?
In the room you're currently standing in?
Yeah.
The following description applies to 99% of the rooms. random gold and gems and things of value fucking everywhere.
Great. Well, you should
If you
probably-
decide you want to,
to,
if you decide you want to search the room, I will give you more detailed information.
I know that there might be neat magical trinkets and valuable items in here, but Cole really would not feel good about stealing from these people.
All good. I'll say this right now: Selrak doesn't sense any magic in this room.
No, yeah. No magic so far.
Selrak, you sense magic in Lete's fishing rod.
I sure do. Everything tracks. Everything that's magical should be magical.
We should... Well, Tag Magic only lasts for 10 minutes, so...
Yeah, and we've been in like 2 sets of combat for a couple turns.
So in this room, Selrak, this statue that's in the center of the room, you are detecting some sort of magic from it. It's...
I will focus on that since I feel magic coming from it.
What would you call... What kind of magic would it be if it's like something that's waiting for something else to happen and then it's gonna like move out of the way?
Enchantment?
It's an enchantment of some kind.
Something tells me
Statue's
that's-
magical.
Something tells me that statue's waiting for something to happen to it, and then it'll move out of the way.
Probably. Lots of statues tend to do that.
Jokes aside, I think we should try and find the source of this alarm and turn it off, and then try to find whoever's controlling these poor dwarfs.
Agreed. Then we can get a reward.
I want to take a closer look at the statue room.
Go for it.
Do I need to roll anything? Is there a description?
Are you examining the statue? You can roll something, but you're gonna come to... Well, you know what? You roll. Go ahead and roll. Roll investigation or arcane check if you'd like.
I assume the 4 things around it are pillars and not sconces.
Yeah, they're pillars.
Okay.
It's a big statue.
A big magical statue.
You have a gut feeling it might be hiding something. That's all I'll say for you, Lete. There's a fireplace you guys haven't shoved your hand up yet over here.
It's lit.
Dear God, you're right.
You're right. Cast, create, destroy water on fireplace. Create water, look up fireplace. Button, open statue, statue moves. It's still stealing, we leave the room.
that day in that mansion, it was so stupid and funny that like there were so many things hidden in so many fireplaces. And then when I had a fireplace where I was like, nope, there's nothing up there, you're just so disappointed. It's like what do you expect? Every fireplace has something in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We expect that now. If there's nothing in this fireplace, I'm if there's nothing in this fireplace, Cole's going to kill himself. No, I'm just kidding.
I guess you better check it then, huh?
There's nothing in this fireplace. I'm filing a formal complaint.
with the DM's guild.
Yeah.
Finally,
I'm not even a
complaint-
real DM. I don't wear the uniform.
Finally, a complaint to God.
Alright, what are you all doing?
Hit it on the front of a church.
Is anybody stealing anything? I'm not encouraging you to steal. I'm just double checking because if you want to be sneaky and take things, tell me now, or DM me if you don't want your teammates to know.
No.
No.
Okay.
And I'm making sure my chest pet doesn't take anything else.
I know there's a reward if we do a good job, and I want the reward.
So far, all the loot you've seen has been up on like tables and stuff, so he couldn't reach it anyway.
Okay.
He's gonna come
Is
over to
any-
you and try to. He's gonna like kind of nibble at your pocket. He wants a treat.
Perhaps I
You already
will
had
snuff
enough.
out the fire.
Are you refusing to give him a treat?
Yeah, he's been bad.
He's gonna go in the corner and do a whiz.
What comes out of a chest when it pees?
I don't know.
I don't think mimics do that.
I'm asking
He
the real
does.
question.
Why is he so gross?
What, the chest?
He's a dog.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
Dogs
do
are
you mean?
gross.
What do you mean? What are you saying? Him peeing is gross, or are you saying his face is gross?
I mean, like, it's nothing.
Next thing he's gonna do is scoot his butt on the carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Start grinding his butt on the carpet.
Splinter, he's just shaving off of him.
He's your pet, Meeper. I don't know. You better train him.
Anyway, what's in the fireplace?
Did you actually put it out?
I heard Cole does.
Well, Cole's over by the door. Cole, are you putting out the fire?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I don't know how actual fireplaces work, but there has to be like a mechanism in place to put out the fire, like to smother it or something.
Not this type of fire, but there is a bucket of sand next to the fire, and you can just
Yeah.
throw it
I
on
am
there.
immune to fire, though. I
I-
can check.
You're resistant.
You'll still take the damage. I'm just gonna yeet the sand into the fire and reach
Okay,
up,
you
reach
do
up,
that.
reach up the flue once it's cooled down. Oh my god! These hiccups are
Okay.
killing me.
Make me an investigation check.
Big deep breath.
This is gonna be my bad roll. This is gonna be a bad roll because I want something out of this fireplace. Could be better. Could be worse.
You don't get anything.
I'd look again.
All right, what are y'all doing?
Moving on.
Well, maybe we should try moving that statue out of the way. What are these pillars here? I'm gonna look at the pillars.
Well, the statue's not going anywhere.
Well, hold on. You can't just look at the statue and then leave. There's all kinds of things in this room. I'm gonna look at these pillars here. Maybe these have something to do
Go
with
ahead
it.
and go ahead, Tommy, and make me an arcane check as well.
I'm good at these.
You determine, Tommy, that this is probably some sort of mechanism, magical mechanism, but that it is triggered from somewhere else remotely.
Right.
Probably somewhere else in the building.
So this is going to be a Zelda-esque dungeon in which we have to activate 4 buttons in 4 separate rooms to knock these pillars down into the ground and reveal the hidden chest. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I go to the second floor and I play the Zelda's Lullaby in order to raise the water level.
As soon as
I equip my iron
Cole
boots.
says chest, by the way, Pete's gonna go give him a lick or something.
Yeah, we could swoop around. That'll work for looking around.
Unironically, though,
Would you guys be cool if we called the game here?
Oh, okay.
any particular reason?
I'm just very tired and hungry, and I have a headache, and I'm human, and I sometimes can't power through my imperfections.
That's fair. I was looking forward to introducing the creature, though.
I don't know who that is, but you guys are a ways off from that anyway. This place is really, really big.
Where's this music from?
I don't know. I YouTube searched it a long time ago.
On some Castlevania Symphony of the Night music felt fitting for this place. Very
It's,
grandiose.
It sounds extremely familiar. Oh, that's the one Meepo was making fun of you for Gotone.
For Gotone.
Now I even more don't want to play.
my
So
name,
mean to me.
my name is Forgaton.
Forgaton.
The elder god made flesh.
My head hurts
That's
too
a
much to
creature's
laugh.
real
No.
name.
Forgatone.
Where's my bongo music at? Because I don't see that anywhere. Oh, here it is. This was the music for the fucking lizard place, but you all hated it.
Hell yeah, Goron Town.
Yeah.
It does sound very Goran coded, doesn't it? That was way too good. What the fuck was that noise?
There's going
God.
there's going to be a city in my homebrew world named Forgaton now, just for the record.
Yay.
Good.
I'm okay with that, so long as you both promise that at least canon in your worlds will be rhinostrages.
We'll see. You guys are in the Feywild, so
A rhinostrage is so great. I did make that up on the spot, by the way. A rhinostrage.
Jesus Christ, this track is 66 minutes long? You couldn't just put something there and loop it?
I was like, God, I just fucking hate having
It was
hardware.
really hard for me to find.
No
this
wonder
type
the
of,
shit's taking so long to load!
It was really hard for me to find this music without it being like, well, first of all, without having vocals, and also without the cover art being very racist, because it's all like from like the 50s and 40s. Anyway,
Should have just
Or
went with
you
Donkey
could-
Kong.
I was gonna say, you could have just actually used Goron Cave or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
I
Ron
didn't realize they were
Mm.
similar till after I'd done. I added this in before I did my most recent playthroughs of Zelda.
Yeah, but Zelda music still existed before then.
Yeah, I didn't. It's been years
No.
before since I'd played it.
Forgaton. Oh boy.
Forgatone.
No.
Forgatone.
Rhinostrich is the thing you should all be remembering. Don't you all want the Rhinostrich?
Ask Midjourney
Tom-
to generate a picture. No, I'm just kidding. Don't use Midjourney. Don't use generative AI.
Please,
Correct.
Tommy, make me a Rhinostrich.
I'm not that good, so.
All right. Well, good night to everybody.